H-Town, stand up, because what I just found out might be the final piece of our championship puzzle for this 2026 season. We thought the front office was finished after that explosive offseason, but the buzz is getting louder and it is absolutely wild. We are building a powerhouse right here, and I need you to be part of this movement because we are chasing 4,000 subscribers today. If you bleed deep steel blue and battle red, hit that subscribe button right now and comment your name and where you are watching from, because this is our incredible year. Listen, our front office has been working like crazy this 2026 offseason because they saw the same nightmare we did last year. That tight end room was thin, it was lacking depth, and it nearly cost us everything. But look at what they have done already. They went out and rewarded our guy Dalton Schultz with a massive $12.1 million extension because he is the heartbeat of that room. Then they went to the draft and grabbed Marlin Klein out of Michigan on day 2, which was a total statement move. And don't forget adding Foster Moreau from the Saints to give us that veteran grit we desperately needed. On paper, this room already looks 10 times better than it did last year, right? It feels like we are set. It feels like we are ready to roll into training camp and just dominate. But here is the thing that is keeping me up at night, and it should get you hyped too. Even with all those moves, the insiders are saying we are not done yet. There is a name floating around that could turn this unit from good to legendary. Fox Sports' Ben Arthur is reporting that veteran free agent Jonnu Smith could be the perfect match for us right now. I know what some of you are thinking, why would we add another name when we already have 5 guys competing? But think about the vision here. We are not just trying to fill a roster, we are trying to create a gauntlet. We are talking about a player who can stretch the field in ways our current guys just don't. Do you think our management is playing it too safe, or are you loving this aggressive pursuit of talent? This is about making sure that if one guy goes down, the machine keeps humming. Marlin Klein is a beast, but he is a rookie coming out of that Michigan system where he was limited, so he needs time to breathe and learn the NFL game. Bringing in a veteran like Jonnu Smith as a potential TE3 creates the kind of competition that turns a good team into a Super Bowl favorite. We are building a culture where nothing is given and everything is earned. But wait, it gets even crazier when you look at why Jonnu Smith is even available right now. The raw truth is that most of the league is sleeping on him because of what happened in Pittsburgh last year. He played all 17 games, but his numbers were the lowest we have seen since he was a rookie back with the Titans. He averaged 5.5 yards per catch, which sounds like a total disaster on the surface, right? But stay with me, because the mainstream media won't tell you the real story behind those stats. Jonnu was trapped in an offense that was a complete nightmare for a vertical threat like him. The Steelers were bottom 10 in the league for passing yards per attempt because they were terrified to let the ball fly. Even with Aaron Rodgers under center, they became obsessed with short, quick throws that went nowhere. It was a suffocating system that wasted a high-level athlete. They don't want you to know this, but Jonnu was still out there for 50% of the offensive snaps. Why? Because the man is a warrior who will block anyone in his path. He was doing the dirty work while the rest of that offense was falling apart. Now imagine bringing that level of grit and that hidden explosive potential into our system. We are a team that wants to move the ball down the field. We want to be aggressive. We want to put defenders in a blender. If you put Jonnu Smith in a Texans jersey, you aren't getting the guy who struggled in Pittsburgh. You are getting a motivated veteran who finally has a quarterback and a play caller who will actually use him. It is a classic redemption arc waiting to happen right in front of our eyes. Can you imagine the mismatches we could create with 2 tight end sets featuring Schultz and Smith? It is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. I am telling you, this move makes almost too much sense for where we are heading. We are not just looking for bodies, we are looking for weapons. And Jonnu Smith is a weapon that was simply left in the wrong hands last year. This is where the narrative gets really intense because we are talking about pure competition. If the Texans pull the trigger on this, it sends a massive message to every single player in that locker room. Nobody is safe, and the best players are going to play, period. We have 5 guys right now, but we all know that only a few are locks. Schultz and Klein are safe, but that 3rd spot is wide open for the taking. Adding Jonnu Smith would turn training camp into a literal war zone in the best way possible. I'm your insider here, and I'm telling you that this is exactly how championship rosters are built. You don't just settle for okay depth, you hunt for impact players, even if it seems crowded. What happens if this news goes right? We suddenly have a veteran who can act as a vertical threat and a devastating blocker on the edge. What if it's a disaster? Well, on a short-term training camp deal, there is 0 risk for us. But the upside is monumental. I've been watching this team long enough to know when something special is brewing, and this feels like one of those all-in moves that defines a season. I'm losing my mind thinking about the possibilities of this offense being even more explosive than we imagined. We are talking about a guy who has proven his worth over a long career, and he's coming here with a chip on his shoulder the size of Texas. He wants to prove that the Pittsburgh experience was a fluke. He wants to show the world he's still that elite athlete who can break tackles and take it to the house. I want to be the friend who tells you the truth even when it's bold, and the truth is that our tight end room could be the secret ingredient to a deep playoff run. The rest of the AFC South should be terrified right now, because while they are making minor adjustments, we are out here looking to add more firepower to a group that is already loaded. It is a bold strategy, but that is exactly why we love this team. Seriously, unbelievable is the only word that comes to mind when I think about this potential roster. I'm sitting here looking at the depth chart, and it is just ridiculous how much talent we are accumulating. I'm losing my mind here because I can see the vision so clearly. Think about Marlin Klein for a second. He is a rookie with sky-high potential, but Michigan didn't exactly let him fly in their system. If we bring in Jonnu, we aren't just getting a player, we are getting a mentor who can show Klein the ropes of being a pro. It allows the kid to ease into his role without the crushing pressure of having to be the guy right away. That is how you develop stars. Not by throwing them into the fire before they are ready, but by surrounding them with vets who have seen it all. It is a slow, heavy reflection on where we were just a few years ago versus where we are now in 2026. We used to pray for just one reliable target, and now we are debating which veteran playmaker should be our third option. It is a beautiful problem to have, isn't it? I feel like we are part of a community that finally gets to enjoy the fruits of a long rebuild. We have suffered through the lean years, the coaching changes, and the uncertainty. But now we are the ones making the rest of the league nervous. I'll share a little theory with you that only a true Texans fan would understand. Our coaching staff loves versatility. They love players who can wear multiple hats. Jonnu Smith is exactly that. He can line up in the slot, he can put his hand in the dirt, and he can even move into the backfield if you need him to. That kind of chess piece is priceless in today's NFL. It gives us so many more ways to win, and honestly, that is what gets me the most excited. We are becoming a team that is impossible to game plan against because we have too many ways to hurt you. Are you feeling the energy yet? Because I can feel it through the screen. This is our moment. When you tie all of this together, you see a vision of a Houston Texans team that is finally ready to dominate the landscape of the NFL. We have gone from a team searching for an identity to a team that is dictating the terms to everyone else. Adding Jonnu Smith wouldn't just be another transaction, it would be a declaration of war against the rest of the league. It shows that we are never satisfied and that we will constantly search for ways to get 1% better every single day. We are building something special here in H-Town, and this tight end room is the perfect example of that growth. From the stability of Dalton Schultz to the raw potential of Marlin Klein and the veteran savvy of Foster Moreau, we are stacked. And if we add Jonnu Smith to that mix, it is game over for opposing defenses. Now I need to hear from the heart and soul of this team. I want to see your fire in the comments below. Tell me right now, is this the move that puts us over the top? Do you think Jonnu Smith is the missing link, or are we being let down by the front office ignoring other positions? I want the raw, unfiltered truth from the best fans in the world. Are we heading for glory, or is this just off-season hype? Remember, we are chasing 4,000 subscribers, and we need every single one of you to join the tribe if we are going to reach the top. Hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and let the world know that the Texans are coming for everything in 2026. This is about more than just football. It is about our community and our shared passion for this team. We stand together, we cheer together, and we win together. I cannot wait to read what you guys have to say about this potentially historic move. Stay loud, stay proud, and keep that energy high all the way through training camp, because the journey is just beginning. Toro time!